Right now, 3 people are hospitalized after a gas incident at the Beloit powerhouse. What officials are saying about it and a look into the history of the powerhouse.
Also, Kyle Rittenhouse gives his account of what happened in Kenosha, why the judge was unhappy with the prosecution.
And the investigation into the 2020 election continues. What a Senate committee is now asking for from the city of Madison. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. Beloit officials say 3 people were hospitalized after a hazardous gas incident at the Beloit powerhouse. That incident took place in the pool area. It occurred when a mixture of pool chemicals created a hazardous gas plume. Crews arrived at the powerhouse 9:25 this morning, found 2 people who needed medical attention and transported them to the hospital. A third person, a driver, drove themselves to the hospital. No students were harmed in that incident.
There's no life hazard. There's no hazard to the community or the college campus. So at this time, we're just working with the company to neutralize the hazardous material.
How the chemicals got mixed together is still under investigation. Officials say they do not know which chemicals were involved. The Beloit College powerhouse has a colorful history and was recognized just months ago by the governor himself.
And Naomi Coles joins us now to explain. Naomi.
The current powerhouse is a transformation of an old Alliant Energy power plant. Opened in early 2020 as a recreation facility for Beloit College students, Governor Evers was there in September to recognize how the renovation met energy-efficient goals.
The incident involved the pool area.
Officials don't expect today's hazardous spill to be a lasting concern.
There's no life hazard. There's no hazard to the community or the college campus. So at this time, we're just working with the company to neutralize the hazardous material.
But it comes less than 2 years into the facility's renovated lifespan. More than a decade ago, Beloit College leaders first saw the potential in an old coal plant slated to be torn down. With millions of dollars in donations and public funds, they transformed it without debt into a multi-use student union rec and athletic center.
The project is very complex. We're essentially building 4 buildings inside a building that's right on the river that was built 1913, 1927, and 1945.
It was the renovation's focus on energy efficiency that has drawn award after award.
Fitness space right next to academic space, right next to community space.
And a visit from the governor 2 months ago.
The folks here at Beloit College early on understood that a focus on sustainability will not only improve the bottom line for the college, but also the economy and the community and the environment.
City officials also told me today this wasn't a structural issue that could have been caught through an inspection.
And let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
I'm on the patio. No rain right now. We had a few sprinkles earlier this afternoon, about 4 o'clock, but there are showers and even a few thunderstorms out to the west of us across Minnesota and Iowa. And the showers are now starting to spread into southwestern Wisconsin, just to the west of Platteville and right around Prairie du Chien. As we look at low temperatures this morning, we started out cold. 25 was low here in Madison, some 30s to our south and west, mainly 20s and teens to our north and east. But the air being dry during the day warmed up pretty quickly. So we went from 25 this morning to 55 for a high this afternoon. And right now temperatures are around 50 or a little bit above. And these temperatures actually may rise a little bit as those showers come on through before a cold front reaches us tomorrow morning. So look for a low tonight of about 49, high tomorrow right around that, about 50 degrees. That's early in the day, and then those temperatures falling off. The showers will come to an end, but temperatures will be in the 40s by this time tomorrow, and it'll be even colder with the possibility for some snowflakes by the weekend. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Court is adjourned today in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial after several emotional outbursts and pauses. Rittenhouse himself testified today. It led to conflicts between the judge and the prosecutor. Brady Mallory takes us to Kenosha County to show us why the defense is now actually calling for a mistrial, Brady.
Rittenhouse sobbed and appeared to hyperventilate during his testimony, which led to the judge to call for a break. Rittenhouse is accused of shooting and killing 2 people and wounding a third. On the stand today, he says he was defending himself and was in Kenosha to defend property. Later, the lead prosecutor, Thomas Binger, upset Judge Bruce Schrader when he asked Rittenhouse about the weapon he had, use of deadly force to defend property, and his silence after his arrest. Schrader previously warned Binger about bringing up these points.
Why would you think that that made it okay for you, without any advance notice, to bring this matter before the jury? I was astonished when you began your examination by commenting on the defendant's post-arrest silence. That's basic law. It's been basic law in this country for 40 years, 50 years. I have no idea.
The defense has indicated it has 3 witnesses left to testify. The judge told jury members there's a chance the case could finish early next week. The trial continues tomorrow. You can see today's testimony on our website, channel3000.com.
Madison police are looking for the person who shot a man in the leg this morning at a Madison park. Now, according to the police department, the 25-year-old was shot around 12:30 at Rindall Park. An officer applied a tourniquet on the man's leg before taking him to the hospital. He is expected to survive. Police are looking for a suspect, and anyone with information regarding this incident is asked to call Madison police. Authorities in Milwaukee are looking for an escaped inmate who was supposed to go to Rock County. 39-year-old Robert Johnson of Rockford, Illinois, escaped while in custody at Mitchell International Airport. He was being transported from Texas. Johnson has an extensive criminal record and faces charges of aggravated assault and burglary. He has a star tattoo on his face and may have a handcuff on him. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please call 911 immediately. Dane County Sheriff's deputies are searching for 2 suspects who allegedly robbed a family at gunpoint last night. Officials say a man, woman, and their child were returning to an apartment in the 6,000 block of Lake Road when a man approached them. He asked the male victim for a lighter, and that's when the second man then approached, and both suspects pulled out handguns. The suspects reportedly ordered the family into their apartment before stealing cash and a cell phone. The male victim suffered minor injuries while trying to stop the suspects. An investigation is ongoing.
We now know the identity of the human remains found at Fort McCoy last week. The Monroe County Medical Examiner says they are that of 45-year-old Christopher Doslary of Toma, and cause of death undetermined, but foul play is not suspected at this time. Sheriff's officials say Doslary led Sparta police on a motorcycle chase back in September. They later found that motorcycle abandoned near Fort McCoy, but could not find Doslary. If you use PayPal or Venmo for business transactions, the IRS may be looking more closely at your accounts. Now requires electronic payment apps to report such transactions if they total more than $600 a year. Business transactions include payments for goods and services, which you have to pay taxes on. Now the IRS might know if you don't. The change is part of the American Rescue Plan Act. It's designed to crack down on unpaid taxes.
Governor Evers was in Richland Center today, highlighting Wisconsin's spike in tourism dollars.
We've bounced back faster than our neighbors in Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, and Illinois, and there's no surprise there.
Governor Evers awarded $15 million in grants for destination marketing organizations throughout the state. Today's investment is part of the governor's more than $140 million American Rescue Plan Act fund investment in Wisconsin's tourism and entertainment industries. The grant program will help 120 local organizations across the state expand on their work to attract visitors from around the nation and the world.
Wisconsin Senate Committee issuing a subpoena for Madison's election records. It's part of an ongoing investigation into the 2020 election. The subpoena calls for the city to turn over all physical absentee ballot certificates for the November 2020 general election. It also asks for the results of tests on electronic voting machines used for the election. Madison Mayor Sachi Rhodes Conway responded to the subpoenas with a statement which in part reads, quote, "They are welcome to examine copies of election records and can have access to all of the information that is on the original documents requested. All they have to do is take a 3-minute walk to our clerk's office," end quote. UW Health will host a hiring event next week focused on environmental and food service jobs. That event will be held November 16th, 9 to 4 at the Best Western Inn-Towner, 2424 University Avenue. Employees would disinfect common areas, keep staff, visitors, and patients safe. UW Health offering a $15 an hour minimum wage and benefits, including paid time off, as well as health insurance. There are a total of 85 available jobs.
Maple Bluff Police celebrated the service of a canine officer Tuesday. Canine Alley worked with the department for 6 years, joining in December of 2015. She was forced to retire last month for medical reasons. Her handler and partner, Sergeant Kyle Dabbs, will be adopting her. Coming up, TDS is being awarded for its efforts to help the veteran community.
Plus, a World War I veteran posthumously honored at the Madison VA. We hear from one of his family members about his heroic actions. That's next at 6.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences and areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved. Just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free professional house call with a thermal imaging and insulation specialist.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
The Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development is recognizing TDS Telecom for its commitment to veterans. The DWD Secretary Designee presented TDS with the Vets Ready Employer Award. Companies that receive this award have demonstrated their commitment to hiring veterans, supporting their veteran workforce, and connect with the veteran community.
TDS has been incredibly supportive of me and my family through deployments and taking time for training and things of that nature. So, you know, to see TDS receive this award here is, I think it's certainly well deserved.
TDS was one of 9 employers across the state to be designated as Vets Ready. The state is directing $100 million in additional funding to expand broadband internet. It's part of the recently passed federal infrastructure bill. The state has been working to expand high-speed internet access during the pandemic as many people began working and learning remotely. According to the Wisconsin Legislative Fiscal Bureau, Wisconsin has already been awarded nearly $1.5 billion in federal funding to support broadband projects.
Madison VA adding another veteran to its Hall of Heroes. Sergeant Thomas Feeney was posthumously inducted today. The Hall of Heroes showcases veterans who served with valor and have a connection to the Madison VA Hospital. Feeney awarded the Silver Star for his actions in France way back during World War I.
His commander was killed during the action, and as an enlisted man, he took over and he saw through the mission without any more of the men being killed during that action.
Now, before coming to the U.S., Feeney actually tried to join the Irish Army at just 17, but was kicked out when they found out his age, and that's when he sailed to New York and joined the U.S. Army for 2 terms. While some companies are cutting ties with quarterback Aaron Rodgers, some are simply staying silent.
Coming up, why one professor says he's not surprised by the move. Then Gary has a full look at your first warn forecast. That's just ahead at 6.
The official Black Friday preview sale starts now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 42% off top brand appliances while they last. Plus special no-interest financing on appliances with no minimum purchase at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside the Ashley Home Store of Madison.
Gobin Cars is having a huge fall sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right. Don't miss out on our fall sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Gobin. Go to Gobin Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
I have worked
worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
The snow, the ice, the bitter cold. Ah, the joys of a Midwestern winter. Keep your family warm, safe, and comfortable with 30% off Feltco windows and no interest for 1 year. Our energy-efficient windows will keep the harsh weather out and the heat in. So get those drafty windows replaced now.
30% off Feltco windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
The grand opening of the all-new Ashley Home Store of Madison is on now. Don't miss grand opening specials up to 65% off while they last. Plus, no interest until November 2026. The grand opening sale is on now at the Ashley Home Store of Madison on East Springs Drive.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Aaron Rodgers is still feeling some of the backlash after statements he made about COVID-19 and the vaccine.
And some businesses have now ended their partnerships with him, but others have yet to speak out about the issue. Nick Harrington talked with a professor asking if this was part of a strategy.
They're probably weighing the odds and seeing how people are responding.
Phil Clampett of UW Green Bay says some companies are playing the wait-and-see game when it comes to their partnerships with Aaron Rodgers. The Packers quarterback said he was immunized for COVID-19 in August before testing positive last week, leading to an appearance on the Pat McAfee show last Friday and again for his weekly appearance on Tuesday.
To anybody who felt misled by those comments, I take full responsibility for those comments.
We've seen Privea cut ties with him, citing their commitment to help community members through COVID-19 vaccinations. And State Farm came out and said while they don't agree with some of the statements made, the insurance company respects his own personal point of view.
Three-time MVP. I mean, you don't get very many of those around the world, so there's a lot of upside. And so, he's got a rough go here to figure out his own direction.
Clampett adds, while this is a challenge, he wouldn't consider it a PR nightmare.
This is a major concern, and it's very, very challenging. On 0 to 10, it's an 8 or a 9.
Apex Marketing is a Michigan-based analytics company. It found Rodgers was featured in just 1.5% of about 400 State Farm commercials. When compared with the 2 Sundays prior, the Packers quarterback was in more than 20% of all State Farm ads. Companies like TaylorMade and Adidas have arguably tougher decisions to make.
Usually you think in a crisis that the best thing to do is to respond quickly and get it over with and then move on with clarity. But in this particular case, it's a representation type of thing, so it's not quite the same.
Well, that was Nick Harrington reporting, and he also reached out to State Farm, Bergstrom, Adidas, and TaylorMade for interviews, but did not hear back. Well, let's go to Gary now. First warn forecast, and things are changing, Gary.
They will be by tomorrow morning. The first part of the change starts tonight. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We have showers tonight through tomorrow morning. Now, the cold front will probably come through early tomorrow morning. Behind it, temperatures turn colder. Look for high temperatures to drop back into the 30s for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And that'll be cold enough for some flurries of snow to mix in with snow showers for Friday and Saturday night into Sunday. I'm not looking at much of anything in the way of accumulation, but certainly a big change compared to what we're seeing now. All the precipitation is in a liquid form. In fact, even a couple of thunderstorms showing up over parts of northeastern Iowa. But the first batch of showers moving into southwestern Wisconsin, and there's more behind it back across parts of Iowa into Nebraska and Missouri heading in our direction. And that'll be with us overnight. Now, you can see on Future Track Mainly rain for tonight into tomorrow morning, but that sharp cold front swinging on through with the big shift in the wind direction to the west and northwest tomorrow afternoon. Might see a couple of breaks in the clouds late in the day, but generally dry or just a couple of light showers in the afternoon tomorrow. But by early on Friday morning, the colder air starts to move in, and the next batch of precipitation, primarily in the form of snow flurries or light snow showers that could mix in with a little bit of rain on Friday as high temperatures stay in the 30s. And then we'll see another batch of snow showers probably arriving Saturday night into Sunday. That's just starting to show up on the weather map up to the north and west into the Dakotas and northwestern Minnesota. As far as the rain is concerned, probably looking at about a quarter to a half inch most areas, maybe a little heavier amounts out toward the La Crosse area where the rain has started a little bit earlier, and there might be a couple of thunderstorms in there as well. As far as the snowfall amounts are concerned, future track computer models show an inch or less through much of southern Wisconsin, and that takes into account the snow that falls not only on Friday but also Saturday night into Sunday. Better chances for accumulating snow will be to our north and west. Could be some heavier snow up in parts of north central and northwestern Minnesota. In fact, winter storm watches are in effect up there, and there are winter weather advisories already for parts of eastern North Dakota and far western Minnesota. High temperatures today, or current temperatures, are right around the highs for the day, around 50 degrees here, but 50s and 60s to our south. The cold air lurking just north of the U.S.-Canadian border, and there's actually a couple of fronts to watch. You can see on the weather track, winds right now out of the southwest, but notice to the west, those winds becoming more northwesterly, and this jet stream will buckle with time as this whole storm system kind of merges together. One storm up to the north, another to the south. Eventually, they'll kind of combine into one big storm and then provide a big drop in the cold air coming in behind the cold front. So right now, ahead of the front, temperatures still in the 40s and 50s, but the dew point temperatures still around 40 degrees here. That's why the rain has taken so long to occur in Wisconsin. To the south and west, the air is a little bit more humid, and with time, as we moisten up the air, we'll see better chances for rain. But tomorrow, look for a high of 50. That's early in the day. Then temperatures drop through the 40s as the cold front moves through early in the morning. Showers tonight, temperatures staying in the 50s, but then as we see the front go through, temperatures drop into the 40s tomorrow afternoon, into the 30s tomorrow night with maybe a few flurries by early on Friday morning, and then again those snow shower and flurry chances on Friday. Temperatures cold enough for a little bit of snow, but mainly rain for the next 24 hours, about a quarter to a half inch of rain, and the snowfall amounts less than an inch. After a cold weekend, temperatures should start to rebound next week. The next weather system brings us some light rain showers from Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening.
And coming up in sports, last year against Northwestern was a hard game to forget, but the Badgers say they still have a bitter taste in their mouth from that 17-7 loss. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
When an inland hurricane called the Derecho cut a path through the Midwest, we learned some lessons. We learned that most buildings cannot withstand 140-mile-per-hour winds, not to mention most oak trees. We learned that when your roof is gone or there's a tree in your living room, even 8 hours is too long to wait. But most of all, we learned that in hardship, people take care of each other. And that has been our silver lining.
A celebration of life, love, laughter, and Fiddler on the Roof.
At Overture Center, November 16th through 21st. Tickets at overture.org.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer, and well, just beer. to the ones who do the most and the ones who do the least, to the classic traditions, and whatever you call this one. This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946.
If you're on the fence about taking your young child in for a COVID shot, we have some facts you need to know.
We're talking vaccine safety with our Time for Kids health expert.
And a soggy morning commute is in the forecast. We'll have this and more tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
There were a couple good moments last year in Evanston. Graham Mertz dropping a dime to Chimere Dike for a 49-yard touchdown pass. But overall, it was a gloomy performance by the Badgers. Mertz had 4 turnovers, and Wisconsin lost to Northwestern by 10 in a game they felt they should have won. It's also a game this group hasn't forgotten, and they can't wait to take the field on Saturday.
For me personally, I have a bitter taste in my mouth, being there and losing that game. So, yeah, I have a bitter taste, and I'm excited this week.
The past 4 years or whatever, we've had problems with them, and, they've beaten us. So, I don't think Northwestern's a team that any of us are really love about them. And, I think there is a bit of a rivalry there.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Badger Blueprint. Jim Polzine and I break down last week's win at Rutgers, look ahead to Northwestern, and talk Wisconsin's bowl streak. All that and more tonight at 10 o'clock. The Packers have activated David Bakhtiari from the PUP list. Now, it doesn't mean he'll play Sunday. If they didn't activate him today, Bakhtiari would have been done for the year. Remember, the All-Pro left tackle is 10 months removed from an ACL surgery. Other news in Titletown, Green Bay is one of Odell Beckham Jr.'s top 3 destinations, according to ESPN. And Devontae Adams is all for bringing in another weapon for this offense.
I know what his mindset is based off where he just came from. He'd be happy to deal with, whatever at this point. I mean, he had 1 catch, like 6 yards in his last game. So I can guarantee you we can get him more than that over here. So as long as he's good with 2 catches, 12 yards, we should be straight.
Tonight's the night Marissa Mosley has been waiting for ever since she took over the Wisconsin women's basketball program. Game number 1 as the head coach of the Badgers. And getting her era off on the right foot is pretty important to Mosley. But she's trying to make this game not more important than any other game on their schedule. For her, it's only about Wisconsin versus St. Thomas.
I've learned along the way, if you put any game up on a pedestal more than another, you're, undoubtedly going to crash and burn, and I don't want to do that just yet, like game 2, probably. But no, so for me, I think it's just making sure that my prep is the same as it is for every other game, whether we're playing St. Thomas or if we were playing Connecticut, right?
Gary?
Well, the rain hasn't started here in Madison yet. There's live view from the Edgewater Skycam, but it's not too far away. See some showers, even some thunderstorms out to the west of Minnesota and Iowa. The first batch of showers just to the west of Lone Rock, in through Platteville and Lancaster and heading northeastward. Temperatures right now in the upper 40s to the middle 50s. These temperatures may actually rise a little bit overnight and then start falling as a cold front comes through early tomorrow morning. Look for some showers into early tomorrow morning, and then after that, some snow chances Friday and Sunday. Temperatures warm up by the middle of next week.
Gary, thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you back here at 10.
The design team at Wanakee.
Add style to your bathroom with help from Menards. Choose from our huge selection of Tarkett waterproof vinyl plank, easy to install sheet vinyl, and durable laminate flooring that stand up to everyday life. Finish your update with Magic Woods Vanities. Our great selection of Magic Woods Vanities offer a combination of quality construction and styles to match your lifestyle. All Tarkett flooring and Magic Woods Vanities are 11% off right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Running a race is a lot like investing. It takes discipline, patience, and time. But most importantly, it takes endurance. Because in order to go the distance, you need to be prepared to get there. At the Burrish Group at UBS, we have a trusted advisor that's ready to go the extra mile with you every step of the way. Call the Burrish Group today.
I matched with this cutie on a dating site. We texted all the time, but never met up. Then he asked to send him gift cards for a plane ticket to see me. And that's when I remembered a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Gift cards? This is a romance scam. Spent that money on self-care instead.
Recognize fraud sooner so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
.com.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Tonight, Harry and Meghan caught in a lie?
That's a much larger conversation.
The Duke and Duchess on the defensive after a Palisade speaks out. Then, ET's with Lady Gaga and the Gucci cast.
Who was it in the script?
We blacked out.
Plus,
when was the first time that you knew that you were sexy?
I guess when I was a baby.
Paul Rudd, the sexiest man alive? Only one show was with him from his start.
That's a little overwhelming.
And Lucy, I'm home. Nicole Kidman's Lucille Ball transformation. Plus, only ET's behind the scenes at tonight's CMA Awards.
ET starts right now.
Welcome to Entertainment Tonight. So Harry and Meghan are under fire for finding freedom. Let's bring in Nichelle Turner. She's working from New York City this week. And Nichelle, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy is right, Kevin Frazier. Remember when this book came out in the summer of 2020? And while the Sussexes denied they had any part of it, a new bombshell claim says they were in on it all along.
The term Megxit is a misogynistic term, and it was created by a troll.
I would urge you not to read tabloids. This is toxic for your mental health.
16 hours after blasting the British tabloids, Meghan's privacy lawsuit in a London appeals court took a dramatic turn.
But there is an element of hypocrisy here. Mr. Klaus' witness statement says he has multiple conversations with her about this book at the time.
Private text and emails were read in court, including one from Harry.
I totally agree that we have to be able to say we didn't have anything to do with it. It would help to get some truths out there.
Did Harry and Meghan help you with Finding Freedom?
On multiple occasions, Finding Freedom co-author Omid Scobie denied to us ever working with Harry and Meghan.
No cooperation from the couple whatsoever.
Did you worked with Harry and Meghan?
As I've said before, Harry and Meghan didn't take part in the process of this book.
Another bombshell claim. Meghan suspected her private letter to her estranged father could be leaked and carefully chose to address him as Daddy, allegedly writing,
Obviously, everything I have drafted is with the understanding that it could be leaked. So I have been meticulous in my word choice, and in the unfortunate event that it leaked, it would pull at the heartstrings.
Meghan's team doubled down this morning in a 20-page response. The Duchess maintained she never cooperated with Finding Freedom's authors.
You must stand up for what's right, and that's what I'm doing.
All right, let's move on now to a different kind of royal. The man crowned this year's sexiest man alive, Mr. Paul Rudd. The special announcement going down just 10 blocks away from here by Stephen Colbert.
Hi. Excuse me, I think you have the wrong room. This is Sexiest Man Alive.
Sexiest man alive? Every single person I know is going to give me so much grief. As they should. I would.
When was the first time that you knew that you were sexy?
When I was a baby.
That's a little overwhelming.
Hey, E.T.'s known since 1992. We first met Paul when he was 23 and a guest star on the TV show Sisters.
I was emceeing bar mitzvah receptions before that, so like a complete turnaround.
Of course, then came Clueless.
This is Paul Rudd.
I just remember being so overwhelmed at the idea that I was in a movie. It was also new.
He happens to be a superstar and a leading man in Hollywood, but that's second compared to what he thinks is most important in his life.
I think of myself as a husband and a father.
In People's Sexiest Man Alive issue out Friday, the now 52-year-old reflects on being a husband to wife Julie for 18 years and a dad to 2 kids. For more video, go to peopletv.com. So he's humble, but what else makes Paul the total package? Funny, he's got moves, and he doesn't age.
He has such a baby face.
Whoa, hold on.
And hey, he's got that Marvel superhero body like so many previous cover guys.
Michael B. Jordan?
I really
Is he not as sexy as me now? Because this doesn't jive with me.
Paul, nobody's arguing that Michael B. Jordan is fine, but Lauren, funny and sexy, that's also my kind of combination.
Michelle, couldn't agree more. I'm saying it, hot take, this is my favorite sexiest man alive choice ever.
What? Y'all, she said what she said, y'all.
And speaking of sexy, let's talk about the sizzling style at the London premiere of House of Gucci. A whimsical Lady Gaga working that purple tulle and mixing it with fishnet stockings, gloves, and platform boots. Salma Hayek shining bright in gold lame, and Jared Leto crushing it literally in blue velvet. His accessories, diamonds, from the necklace to his human heart-shaped clutch. But high fashion statements aren't the only reason to watch this movie. There's also this.
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
Are you aware how wonderfully quotable this movie already is?
In Vegas, I'll be like in the middle of a really serious song and someone will go, Father, Son, House of Gucci. That was just something Jared and I did together.
So that moment was improvised.
Father, Son, and House of Gucci, yeah.
Who was it in the script?
I don't consider myself a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
From that accent to the 80s high fashion, Gaga got super deep into character to play Lady Gucci, Patrizia Reggiani, in House of Gucci. Out November 24th, the real-life Italian socialite was convicted of arranging the murder of her husband Maurizio, played by Adam Driver. Salma Hayek is Gaga's partner in crime.
Don't miss.
I mean, you were all doing these incredible accents, being these characters for months and months in Italy.
I gotta say, I hadn't seen Gaga for a while, and I heard her yesterday, and I was like, oh, she sounds so American. It was shocking to me. I really got lost in that character.
I find I never have a problem leaving it alone. I always want it to be over.
I'm very struck sitting by. There's a lot of star power and talent in front of me right now. When you all came to set, who were you starstruck by or really excited to meet?
It's Al. Of course it's Al. We love you, Al.
One of the greatest actors to ever be on the screen, and this is a person who's taught us to reach as high as we can, to fail often, and a person who really changed my life.
Another highly anticipated film, Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem's Being the Ricardos. Their brand new trailer dropped today.
Lucy, I'm home.
The thing that's special about this movie is it's a drama about the making of I Love Lucy.
We've been through worse than this.
We have?
No.
Tony Hale co-stars in the biopic that hits theaters December 10th and streams on Amazon Prime Video December 21st.
Have you been cheating on me?
The story's made up.
To watch Nicole Kidman and Javier really transform into these iconic characters, pretty mind-blowing.
Before that, we'll see Tony in Clifford, the Big Red Dog, in theaters and streaming on Paramount Plus today.
I remember when I was little being a little bit jealous of Emily Elizabeth because, I want a big red dog, and now I actually do have a big red dog because now I'm Emily.
How wonderful. A giant red dog. Dreams do come true.
We go from the world of Clifford to the world of country music. Rachel Smith joining us from her hometown of Nashville with a sneak preview of tonight's CMA Awards. Hey, Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Music City is buzzing with excitement. And for Miranda Lambert, it is a double celebration and double the nerves. Baby, I'm drunk and I don't wanna go home. You are still nervous when it comes to the CMAs? One opening this year. Oh, so that's a little scary. Okay, I get it. I get the nerves now.
It's a little scary, but that means by 7:05, I can drink.
Yes, girlfriend, cheers! Cheers! We don't gotta wait until the weekend. It's definitely going to be a party for Miranda. Today is also her 38th birthday. And get this, Miranda's the most nominated female in the show's history. This year, she earned 3 more nods, including the night's biggest honor, Entertainer of the Year.
Pretty sure the first thing I'm going to do is put on a sweatsuit and eat a taco.
I love
That's a happy birthday to me.
Pre-show rituals. Well, it always starts with a shot of whiskey for sure. Even when I sing at church, I take a shot.
Gotta love Jimmy Allen's honesty. The 36-year-old is performing and up for New Artist of the Year. It's hard to believe 10 years ago he got cut during Hollywood Week of American Idol. And now he's giving Judge Luke Bryan a run for his money.
Luke is the hip-shaking king. But I like to think I'm the hip-shaking prince.
If you've never seen the CMA Awards, first of all, pray for the guy hosting.
Yeah, the first-time CMA host has got jokes. Expect him to rib buddy Blake Shelton. But Luke admits he's kind of nervous flying solo live from Nashville's Bridgestone Arena.
When you're a judge on American Idol, Lionel and Katie kind of go, all right, Luke's stumbling, let's intervene.
2-3 years ago, none of this was ever a possibility for me.
Mickey Guyton's nominated for New Artist of the Year, and she's taking the stage with rising stars Brittany Spencer and Madeline Edwards.
Every single minute, I feel like we're on the verge of tears, right? I think it's going to really bring people together.
Can't wait to hear those 3 powerhouse voices. Also hitting the CMA stage, Miss Carly Pierce. Dun, 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 dun. Giving us a tour of her tour bus and talking finding love after divorce.
I've been through a lot of things in my life in the last few years.
Then, what you never knew about Tom Petty, only we're with his daughter, why you won't see his life story on the big screen.
I hope they never make a biopic.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Keep your home and family warm and cozy this winter with a new degree of comfort from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right. Visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock Tempur-Pedic mattresses. And when you purchase one, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Back again at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison with another big winner.
We're here with Pete, who just won $50,000 on Progressive Slots. How did you do it, Pete?
Well, first off, you get your rewards club card. You put that in the slots, the slot of your choice, of course. Now, there I am. I'm seeing that machine. It's looking at me. We're vibing. And
it's vibing?
It's vibing with me. And then I start pressing buttons. Mash those buttons, as many buttons as you can press.
Buttons. There you have it, folks. Advice from a winner.
Well, I guess it's all about the buttons. Who knew?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack feels like fall and is the pumpkiniest, pecan pie drizzliest, and most graham-worthy of them all. New pumpkin pecan pancakes, this month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
An eye care benefit card helps our members access even more. This includes a monthly allowance for OTC items and healthy food purchases. Plus, earn more with healthy rewards. Rest easy. Eye care is looking out for you and your health.
Is your home giving you the cold shoulder? Fight back with a new energy-saving furnace from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Welcome back, everybody, to ET here at Madame Tussauds, New York in Times Square. Let's flash back now to 2002. It's the year Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 19 years later, Tom's American Girl, his daughter Adria, is revealing to me what life is like without him in this ET exclusive. We lost him in 2017. What do you miss most?
Everything. I miss seeing my daughter with him. I still have him in my contacts as somebody I can call even after all these years.
Y'all ready?
Tom Petty, Somewhere You Feel Free, out tomorrow on YouTube, gives a never-before-seen inside look at the studio sessions of Tom's most emotionally raw album, 1994's Wildflowers. At the time, Tom was on the brink of divorce from Adria's mother, Jane. You were saying that you were actually proud of your dad for choosing to be happy. And I wonder, did you see it that way then, or did you have to evolve?
He married my mom very young, and they were high school sweethearts. I mean, I think she was such a big part of his success and his inspiration and the mother of his children. But they grew apart.
You said one of the things you loved was seeing your dad, joking and happy. So I want to take you back to our first interview with your dad in 1981.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I would tell you what I would do. I would like to just say, thank you, as corny as that is. Hasn't changed me a bit. Gonna bring the limo?
I mean, he's just the best, and I just miss him. I just miss him a lot.
If they made a biopic about him, who would you like to see play your dad?
Oh, God, no one.
No?
I hope they never make a biopic.
Really?
That would be so weird. Wouldn't it be cooler just to let him be a legend?
Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And he is a legend. All right, let's keep this music rolling. In the Deep with Adele. Our exclusive sneak peek at her star-studded special and sit down with Oprah.
It will look really elegant, and then I'll tell a load of filthy jokes, sort of whiplash.
Then we're clowning around with CSI Vegas star Matt Lauria.
I think if I put this on, my manager would let me go. Can I put it on?
How tonight's episode is bringing him back to his first job.
Do you want to make a balloon animal?
Closed captioning provided by...
What I want, you got, it might be hard to handle, and I can't explain. Oh yeah,
Make your holiday dreams come true at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods.
Discomfort back there. Instead of using aloe or baby wipes or powders, try the cooling, soothing relief of Preparation H, because your derriere deserves expert care. Preparation H. Get comfortable with it.
So how's your day going?
Not bad. Well, you gotta run back to the store so you don't get cold. Alex?
Give more than a gift. Etsy.
Bogeys on your 6 limo. They need customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need.
We are not getting you a helicopter.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's time to choose a Medicare plan. So why not choose a 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plan from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more. Call us today to find a plan that fits your budget and your lifestyle. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Don't wait. Call now to get plan details from Quartz or speak with one of our enrollment specialists today.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
If you're on the fence about taking your young child in for a COVID shot, we have some facts you need to know.
We're talking vaccine safety with our Time for Kids health expert.
And a soggy morning commute is in the forecast. We'll have this and more tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
They lost their cafe to the COVID pandemic, but a Barneveld couple refused to abandon their community.
We'll just come in and feed people.
And no one has to pay a penny. Susan Simons shows you how they're doing it. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
Tonight are going to be fire. Carly Pierce and Ashley McBride will hit the CMA stage for their hit, Never Wanted to Be That Girl. But before that, ET's Cassie DeLore caught up with Carly for the Ultimate Bus Tour.
I know what happens next.
Girl, come on up. Let's go.
So this is your home on wheels where you spend a lot of your time.
I share it with 10 other people, but it still just feels like home. I used to sleep in this one.
Now you get your own room.
Now I get my own room.
Girl, you have a sliding door.
It's like dun da da dun. I chose to have a smaller bed. Yeah, come on in. Because I would rather have a little bit more space.
You don't really have room for a +1 back here either.
No, you don't.
Carly's +1 is former minor league baseball player Riley King. The two met through mutual friends 8 months after her divorce. And last week, Riley made it Instagram official, calling Carly his girlfriend.
I've been through a lot of things in my life in the last few years, and to feel like you're in a really good place is a really good feeling.
He seems like a real sweetheart.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's hot, too.
Tonight, the 31-year-old is up for 2 CMA awards, including Album of the Year for 29. But before she headed to Nashville, we were at her show in Chicago. Carly's on her 29 tour until December 3rd. A must-have on her bus, a glam station.
How often do you do your own glam right here?
Always. Every show. That's what I do. So
you did that?
I did, yeah.
Ma'am!
I mean, it's not that great.
It looks great!
Carly also told Cassie the minute she gets off stage, the weave, the fake lashes, it all comes off. Matt and Kev, you guys have it so easy.
I mean, come on, relax, Rachel. I mean, it's not like that's real.
Hey, now we're on
my
TV.
fault. I shouldn't have told everybody. By the way, you know who loves makeup more than anyone else?
Who's that?
Clowns.
Ah, that is a good point, and no one knows that more than CSI Vegas star Matt Lauria.
Marks on her makeup look like tear tracks. There is this murder, a series of murders at a creepy clown motel outside of Vegas.
Filming this episode brought Matt back to his early days. Yep, even before Friday Night Lights, he worked as a professional clown.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I would say I was like minor league.
I feel like you're being modest right now. I feel like you got some skills. Matt's clown name? Jasper, and he opened up his clown caboodle for the first time in 20 years to teach me some tips and tricks.
This is my wig.
That's the original.
I think if I put this on, my manager would let me go.
Can I put it on?
Yeah, you can. It's definitely sanitized. Do you want to make a balloon animal?
I would love to make a balloon animal.
All right, so this is gonna be the little nose right here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna twist that. We're gonna twist a little nose for him. Then you fold it over like this, like you're gonna make some ears, right? Let's do the same thing. Here's the neck now, right? Hey!
You got a long poodle dog, I got a short poodle with a long tail dog.
Perfect.
My kid be so proud of me. Balloons and a party will soon be in order for pregnant newlywed Christina Ricci.
Christina, congratulations on your marriage and your baby. Talk briefly for a second.
I look like a tick wrapped in. No, you need to stop.
You're making a person, and that is some superhuman power.
Christina has about 6 weeks left until the arrival of baby number 2, but she's also been cooking up a new chilling thriller to watch.
Don't with me. It's scary and there's mystery. The characters don't need to be liked or warm or like anything you've seen before.
Yellow Jackets, which premieres Sunday on Showtime, is a survival drama about what happens to the remaining members of a girls' soccer team after a plane crash. 25 years later, they're still trying to piece their lives back together. It gives us a little Lord of the Flies mixed with Lost vibes.
I can't imagine what you guys went through out there.
50 Shades of Grey. I just use, adjectives of thrilling. You can't guess what's going to happen next.
It's kind of a psychological thriller about traumas that have come back to haunt you.
I am telling you, Kev, I couldn't wait to get off this Zoom so I could watch a 3rd episode.
50 Shades of Grey may be my favorite nickname of all time.
And the perfect description for this show.
All right, coming up, One Night Only with Adele and Oprah.
Keep your home and family warm and cozy this winter with a new degree of comfort from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
With so many options to choose from, holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery make it easy to find gifts that match every personality on your holiday list. And with tickets ranging from $1 to $20, you can fill any stocking with fun and excitement. Find them now at gas stations, grocery stores, and other lottery retailers near you. Scratch more names off your gift list with holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Is your home giving you the cold shoulder? Fight back with a new energy-saving furnace from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Travel consideration provided by...
With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin? If you can help heal your skin from within. With Dupixent, adults saw long-lasting, clearer skin and significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. Talk to your doctor about Dupixent.
Ben is 2 now.
Yes.
Does he have you thinking like, I don't know, maybe I want a sibling?
I think about it all the time.
Oh, we get into it. I'm hanging in the clubhouse with Andy Cohen talking fatherhood, dating, and of course those housewives. Plus, I'm with Zendaya before her big fashion honor and our guy Nick Cannon guest co-host. And Kevin, I gotta tell you, he's coming for your job. He's coming.
I mean, Nick has like 52 jobs. He doesn't have time for mine. By the way, before we go, the countdown is on to One Night Only with Adele Sunday on CBS. Tyler Perry, James Corden, Gabrielle Union, and Dwayne Wade were just some of the stars who were in the audience. And then there was her sit down with Oprah. Oh, it's great stuff. Take care, everybody.
It will look really elegant, and then I'll tell like a load of filthy jokes, like, sort of whiplash for them.
Also, get you, Lizzo. You can't outshine me, babes.
I'm always interested in people who are willing to speak their truth. She actually is the truth.
The Portage Furniture Store with free delivery on brands you know and trust.
The Kyle Rittenhouse defense team wants to declare a mistrial with prejudice. A local attorney explains what that is and if it's likely. That's new at 10.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all, means that you call Gruber Law Offices and your case is handled.